Hi, I'm Pati and welcome to A Small Geeky Chica. As you could probably tell, today we're doing a blind box unboxing. So if any of you had watched my little Hinata announcement video, I went to Japan recently. By the time this video is being uploaded, it'll probably be about 2 or so months since I went. But of course, while there, I had to buy some blind boxes. I didn't get that many. I only got a couple. As the ones you can see, I could have definitely bought a lot more. But I mostly wanted to get some Azuras and some Chakas, and then everything else was kind of a little bonus extra that I found. So let's get to it and open some blind boxes. Okay, let's start off by opening this Re-Ment box. It is the Petit style coffee. So it's basically a whole bunch of little miniatures that belong in a coffee shop. So as you can see, let's look at number 1. We have the little sign with a bagel sandwich and then a little display case with some cakes and a coffee. We have a coffee grinder and some sweets and some iced coffee. The coffee machine and a latte. A countertop with some waffles and some coffee beans in their bags. Looks like a little menu and some different kinds of coffee, hot and cold, and like the little syrup, and then a little tray with a bag, and then a bigger counter with like a blueberry muffin type thing, the stirrers, and a hot coffee. So I like to build little Nendoroid sets, which I haven't done in a while, but I really did enjoy doing them. So these little like Re-Ment things have always been really useful for building those out. So I want the coffee machine, to be honest. That's the one I want the most, I think. Or these ones. Maybe the display case would be good. But I'm not really sure if I want one of the counters. I'd rather get some of the other supply things. So let's see what I got. Let's see. Is there an easy way to do this? I didn't want to fully rip the box. So let's bring our handy dandy little kitty box cutter to help with that edge a little bit, and let's see what we get. And we got a tray with some and a little coffee salad. Okay, sorry, let's get everything out. So we got the little coffee sign, the little cafe sign with the tray, the sandwich, looks like little coffee, and another kind of sandwich. And of course this shows you the whole set right there. And these little are like paper crafts, so you can make a little, I think this is supposed to be like a napkin for you to put your food on the tray and stuff like that. So we can do those later. And then here we have the little sign and all the little pieces. So if you give me a second, I'll put these together really fast. Okay, that was pretty easy. It was not hard to assemble at all. All we had to do pretty much was just add this little thing that loops right there, and then you have the sign that flops, which is pretty cool. I like that. You have the little coffee that has the little, it's like plastic, clear plastic. I don't know if it's resin or what, but it looks like coffee, and you put it in a little mug, and then you're done. And then you have the little bagel sandwich, which has a little bagel on the bottom with the lettuce. That looks like maybe salmon and onion. At first I thought it was tomato, but now look at it. It looks like salmon to me. Can you see? See if the camera will want to focus on it for a sec. Yeah, there we go. Looks like salmon to me. And then the little top of the bagel is separate. Plus it's a little plate. So you make a little bagel sandwich. I don't know if I like that the top is separate because it's easily to fall off, but you can also do some like tacky what's it called? The little tack that you use for like museum tack or whatnot to put things together and have them hold. I use that a lot in my photography. Anyway, and then it has this little tray with this sandwich. It looks like a ham and cheese sandwich, I want to say. Plus a little tongs and ready to serve. Yeah, it's super cute and super useful if you do like Nendoroid photography or any kind of miniature photography sets and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind getting another box of these. I know they had also like a Mr. Donuts and a whole bunch of other ones. I do have other previous cafe sets that they have, but I only got this one this time around. Maybe I should get more next time I go to Japan. Or next time someone I know goes to Japan, I might ask them to buy me 1 or 2 Re-Ments. But anyway, let's move on to some other blind boxes. Some of the figure ones, maybe. So before we move on to all my Popmart stuff, because everything else is Popmart, I want to open this TNT toy, the new toy, Baby Zoraa blind box, which is actually a gift from my mom. I wanted to get her something different, and this, I've seen different YouTubers unbox this one before, and it's super cute. It's Baby Zoraa, and she is dressed as a whole bunch of different kitty cats. It's very adorable. I don't know if there's one in particular that I want. I think I'd be happy with any of them, and I know my mom would be happy with any of them. So let's see if we can get her a good one, and who knows, maybe we'll get the secret, the hidden edition. Probably not, but they're all super cute, so I don't mind which one we get. So let's open it up. And my mom totally gave me her permission to open it here. She wants me to open it on video, so wow. Guys, try not to see anything in there. Back. No. That would be a spoiler if I knew who it was for. Silicone jelly. Keep away from the camera. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Which one is this one? Oh, she's super cute. Oh, I guess she's supposed to be in the bowl like this. Oh, this quality feels nice. So this feels very glossy, but this up here it's like satiny matte. It's very nice. But let's look. Which one are you? It's that one, Catnap. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Psychedelic back in there. So let's see. Here's just a card, some other information to follow them on Instagram and stuff. But this is the card for the figure. Okay, ready? Here you go. Nope, cat. Sorry, I still haven't figured out my camera why it shifts between lenses like that to focus. But yeah, it's a very glittery card. That's cute. Let's take a closer look at the figure, actually. She's super adorable. I really like her. Very pink and black. Very cute colors. She's winking and she looks happy. And then I guess she goes into her little bowl. And then she kind of just sits in there like that. Like that. There we go. Like that. Because otherwise she would be much too heavy. Sorry. Hold on. Focus. Yeah, there she is. So she would definitely need a little bit of like that museum tech that I talked about to hold her in place. Otherwise she definitely slips very easily. But she's super cute. I want to spin her around, but I know she's just gonna like slip. Fall back. Yeah. So it's easier to hold her like this. We're gonna zoom out again. Yeah, hopefully she's in focus. There we go. She's super cute. Not the most stable one though, sadly. She's very top heavy. I guess she can kind of sit like that, but I don't think she sits like that in there. But yeah. Very, very cute Baby Zoraa. Just might be a little tricky to actually display. Before we move on to the box figures, I did want to open up these little pop beans, which are things I don't usually see in my local Popmart shop. And so I got one of each different one that I saw while I was in Shibuya. Well, there are 2 Popmart shops in Shibuya. At least when I went, there was one at Magnet where the One Piece store is in Shibuya. And there was one in Shibuya Parco where not on the same floor the Nintendo store and Pokemon Center are on, but like 2 floors down, 2 or 3 floors down from it. There's a little Popmart store. And that had a really long line. And I got these all in Shibuya from those 2 different shops. So let's start with this one, which is fluffy and cozy. They're all super cute. Let's see. I always want Chaka. And then see, Molly's pretty cute. And then Ziziga looks actually pretty adorable. And Dimu is one of the ones I also like. Skull Panda looks pretty cute. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. There's nothing... I always want Chaka. But other than that, there's nothing else in particular I really, really want. And we got... I believe this is a Dimu. It's so cute. It's tiny. Dimu, which is woolly Baba, like a sheep. He's so cute. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit more, and if he'll be a little bit more in focus. Look at that. This is a simple, cute little face, but he's so adorable. And his hat is fuzzy. It's flopped. The rest of his body is not. And these are so tiny and adorable. I think I've mentioned this before. I do want to build a little set where like my little Maru Nendoroid has a whole big collection, and she has all of these in her room on her bookcases and stuff. So this would fit perfectly in there because I think it also sits decently well on its own. Look at that. Okay, let's open the other ones too and see what else we got. But that was adorable. And then we have this Celebrate This Moment one, which, I don't know, are they like keychains? We'll see. We'll see. It looks like they have like a little strap for you to hold them onto. So these ones, does this one have a Chaka? Does not. Yes, it does. So hopefully we get that one. Kubo looks cool. I like Kubo. Skull Panda, Dimu, Baby Molly, Bucky. Ziziga looks adorable. Hachipupu is adorable. Okay, let's see what we get. It wants to open. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And we got Crybaby. I guess I don't know if these they're like little bells or whatever to hold. She's adorable. I'm not a fan of Crybaby, to be honest, but this is cute. And it would go great on Umaru's shelf. Let's see. We zoom. I feel like if we zoom, it looks a little grainier, don't you think? That's what I've been feeling. So, oh, where are you focusing it? Okay, anyway. Let's zoom back out and see if it'll focus like this. Really tiny, adorable, but not my favorite. But I feel like I'm ringing a bell too. But she looks kind of like a cake. 15th anniversary. I think these are for the anniversary. Okay. Celebrate the moment, yeah. And then our last one is Good Night, Night Sky, which are all like on little clouds, ready to sleep. So it has Dimu, which would be cute in this one, of course. And then Skull Panda looks adorable. Molly, Hachipupu, Kubo. Of course, I always want Chaka, and I haven't gotten her at all today. Lilios looks cute. Paki, Insole. This has a bunch of different ones too. So let's see what we get. I mean, they're all cute, and they're all gonna go on Umaru's shelf anyway. But can we get a Chaka? No, but we got Insole. Insole, is that what your name is? I've seen you before, but I've never got Inosole. Inosole. He's super cute though, and this is definitely my color scheme. Oh, it's so booty. Yeah, my color scheme. I love blue, so this is very adorable, and I love his little moon on his hat. Looks so sad, but he's super cute. I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't get Chaka for any of them, and I got 2 out of 3 that I thought were really cute. Like I said, not a fan of Crybaby. But this is adorable, and these are my first ever pop beans. I don't know if I'll get a lot of them in the future. Like I said, I don't usually see them on my local Popmart shop or on our website, the US website. So, but if I go to Japan again sometime in the future, and I'll definitely stop by the Popmart store, maybe I'll get some more of these. Okay, before we go to all the proper Popmart IPs, I wanted to start with this one fan one, which is the Cardcaptor Sakura, a clear card art box. And you probably know, or maybe freaking out, that I love Cardcaptor Sakura. I have basically almost all the Cardcaptor Sakura Nendoroids, which you have been seeing on my channel, and there's a bunch more to still be seen. So I wasn't really planning on getting the Popmart Sakura blind boxes, simply because I have the Nendoroid ones. They're super cute and posable. I don't need more. I'm good with collecting just Cardcaptor Sakura Nendoroids, but since I was in Japan and they were slightly cheaper than trying to buy them in the States, or not slightly, they were definitely much cheaper than buying them in the States, I decided, why not? Let's get a Cardcaptor Sakura one. Just the one. And so here is the lineup. I think I would prefer a Sakura versus one of the Tomoyo or the Shaoran, because I feel like those really go in partner with a Sakura. So probably one of the Sakura one-offs would be better. But I will accept anything I get, because I do love Tomoyo and Shaoran too. And Sakura is best girl. So sorry, I shook the camera. Yeah, let's open up and see which Sakura I get. Or Shaoran or Tomoyo. I do personally like the Nendoroid faces better than the Popmart faces, but I think this will be a cute addition to my collection anyways. Okay, let's not look at the card. I saw the top of no card stay in there. Oh, it's kind of stuck. Okay, hold on. Ew, I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's the back of it. Let's open up and see what we got. 1, 2. Wait, why are you stuck in there? Don't get stuck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Look at Sakura. I think this is her outfit from Clear Card Art. Don't she has a little crown? Yeah. From the opening? I forget if this is in the opening. She's so cute. And I did know I was getting a Sakura because I saw her wand. Just like the tip of it in there. You see that? But I didn't know which one, and this one's really adorable. I do believe I have this as a Nendoroid outfit. But is there anything else in here? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So her stand is here, and so is her wand. So we got the clear crystal outfit. It's super adorable, and I believe I have this as an Nendoroid. I will confirm later. It's not one I've opened yet because I haven't gotten to the clear card art Sakuras yet. But I have taken photos with her, so let's put this girl together and hope I don't break the wand. So the wand is kind of like this. Is it going through her hair? How do I put this on? How do I put this on? Does this part come off? Does this part come off? No. How do I do it? Like it's in front of her hair. Okay. How? Do I do this part first? How Popmart? Well, now I'm down into that end, and I know it's like this, but how do I get it into that hand without her hair being in the way? Does this come off? Really? Does it not come off? Okay. So somehow I got that in there. I don't know if it's in there how it's supposed to be, but it's in there. I had to put the bottom here and then just kind of push until I got it in place. And I swear I thought the thing was kind of bent because it looks a little bent, but I guess it gives a little bit. I don't know. Not exactly the most intuitive or easy design to put that. I think it would have been better if this could come off and you could just stick it through and then put it back on. Maybe it does do that and I just didn't pull hard enough, but I was afraid of breaking it. So we got it in there after some struggling. And she is very adorable. But yeah, there's Cardcaptor Sakura in one of her clear card art outfits, the clear crystal. I think this is, if I remember, what she has on in the opening. It's been a while since I've watched the anime for the clear card art. I did read the entire manga, and it was very cute. Oh, I almost dropped her. But yeah, there we have our Sakura. She's adorable. Let's move on to some other Popmart boxes. Okay, moving on. I have one of these, which is the Golden Gallop series figures. So this came out for the new Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year set for the Year of the Horse. And since I am of the Year of the Horse, of course I had to get one. I decided to just get one. I was thinking of maybe getting more than one, but I just luggage space and all that. So I decided to get one, and the one I want the most, of course, is Chaka, to no one's surprise. I do really like Molly. She's very cute. I mean, Skull Panda's cute, so is Demo. Hachipupu's cute, but yeah, Pocky. But I really want Chaka, but I only gave myself one try. So let's see if I am lucky or not. Probably not, but let's see who we get. They're all horse related, so like, that's cool. That's me. Let's see. Let's see if we can avoid spoilers. There we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And we got... What's your name? I forget what your name is. It's Twinkle something. Let's see. We got Star Your Arrival, and I forget what the name of this. Twinkle Twinkle. It's just Twinkle Twinkle. See, I was almost right. He's cute. He has little horses on him, because I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't know, I don't see much of the horse theme on this one, but it's right there. You got the little horses on him. Yeah, he's adorable, and and the eyes too. Okay, I'm satisfied. It's not the one that I wanted the most of, but he's still super cute, and I love like stars and night skies, celestial sky, alchemy kind of theming, so he definitely fits my aesthetics. It's great. It's not one that I usually collect. I'm not the biggest fan of Twinkle Twinkle, but he's cute. This one's cute. I'm happy. Okay, let's move on though and actually open some Chaka, because I haven't gotten Chaka from any of the sets that I've opened so far. Since we didn't get Chaka from any of the other little blind bags or the Year of the Horse blind box, let's open a Chaka specific box. So this is the Chaka Luminous Reverie series figures. You've seen me, and I think in the last video I made, right, open 2 of these. So I bought a 3rd one in Japan. This was the only Chaka box I found, and I only found her at the Shibuya Parko Popmart shop. I didn't see her in the magnet one at all. And some of the other boxes I bought were at like Lofts and Hands, and I didn't see any Chaka there either. So this was really the only version of Chaka I could find. Otherwise, I probably would have bought more. But I'm glad I got one more of her, since I have opened 2 of this series. But yeah, Chaka's one of my favorites, so I was kind of sad I didn't see her anywhere else. But let's open her up and hope we didn't get a repeat. Oh wait, which ones did I get last time? Let's look. I got Honey Dawn, I remember, and then I got Tea Break. So anything else would be great. They're all really pretty. One, 2, 3. Oh no. Oh no. This one's different. This one's different. Right? This is not the one I have. Yeah, this is Echoes on the Vines. This is not Tea Break. Good, good. I thought this was going to be a repeat. I thought it was going to be Tea Break, but I'm happy. It's a different one. This one's Echoes on the Vines. I just said that, but it's so cute. The coloring on these 2 are very, very similar, so it was easy to get confused. Let's see. Here's on the bag. So let's get her. Does she have a little stand, or she just stands like that? Okay. I guess she just stands like that, which she can. At first I wasn't sure if it was enough to balance her. But let's see. Let's pop in her flame, and hopefully it's not a hard one to pop in. The honey dawn one was really, I think it was a really hard one to pop in. Oh, this one's, oh, there you go. It's also pretty hard to pop in, but I'm hoping it goes, if it goes behind, right? Yeah, okay. And it faces this way, so let's see if we can get it to face the right way. Yeah, there she goes. She's super cute. I love Chaka, and I love this Chaka series too. It's very adorable. I do really want Feather, because it's like an owl, but I'd be happy with any of them, to be honest. So maybe I'll get another one. I don't know. We'll see. She's super cute. The hand is out, right? Yeah, the hand is out. So this is what she's supposed to look like. This is what she looks like. She is definitely like one of my favorite Popmart IPs for sure. And I'm glad I've gotten 3 different ones out of this series, which is the most Chakas I've gotten. Let's see if I can get any other boxes. Let's move on to Azura. Okay, for my final unboxing, we're going to be opening these 2 Azura Fantasy ones, which is the Azura Ethereal Realm Mythical Beast series figures. So Azura is one that I have a hard time finding in the States. I feel like they don't bring her over as much. I hadn't seen this version, I think, on the US Popmart website. So this was definitely one I was hunting down when I went to Japan. So I didn't buy either of these, actually, from the Popmart stores. I bought them both. I think they were both from Loft. I bought one in Hiroshima, and I think I bought the other one either in Kyoto or Tokyo. I don't remember now. But yeah, I bought these both at Loft. When I saw it at the Loft in Hiroshima, it was the one box of this there, so I bought it right away on my very first day there. And then I bought the second one sometime after. So they're from 2 completely different stores, and there's the chance that they're the same one. Hopefully not. But I just thought the series was very, very pretty. I don't know if there's one in particular that I want over the other ones. I just think they're so intricate and detailed, and it's the same kind of thing that I like from Chaka, is they're just so beautifully made and like very special, I think. So I can't wait to open it and see what I got. Hopefully they're 2 completely different Azuras. So let's start with this one. So the card doesn't come out. 1, 2, 3. I see pink and green. Let's see what we got. Okay. We've got this Azura. So what are you? Let's go see your card. And we'll take this out now. Oh, this is such a pretty card. Look at it. It's adorable. And I guess that's like blade is probably what's in the little extra baggie. So this is the Feather Blade Leopard Zang. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't know the phonetics to properly pronounce it, but it's so cute. Oh, she's adorable. Look at that. And a typical Azura with her little teardrop. And she has this like a butterfly. Is that a lotus flower? What kind of flower is that? And her wings. Oh, I do love the colors. They look so good together. And then her blade. Okay, so it has a little nudge, so I'm sure it goes into her hand right there. Funny enough, it goes into like her wrist. But okay, let's see if we can get this into the right position. I always struggle with this a little bit, but okay, doesn't look too bad. So I have struggled with like blades and little pieces with Azuras in the past, but this one was pretty easy. Good design. I think it's good design if it's really easy to put things together and it's not a struggle like with Sakura. But yeah, I love her horn and her wings, and they're like semi-translucent, pink, and then they fade out. I love the green because I really do love green, and green and pink is a good combination. These are very nice, like soft colors. So she's so pretty. I definitely want to take photos with her. She's very adorable. I love this design. So this was again, it's this one with the feather blade leopard. It's so cute. What do you think? Think she's adorable? Let's open the other box and hope we got a different one. So let's put her away for a sec. Now let's open Azura number 2 and hope we get anything else. Oh, we'll see who we got. Hopefully it's not the same one. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not. It's completely different colors. Who are you? Why are you wrapped up like a mummy? Let's see. Is that everything in here? So that looks like a snake. That's a snake, right? Yeah, that's a snake. Okay, let's take a look at your extra part and your card. I feel like these are almost completely opposites in tones. Like one's very light and one is very dark. So this is the Jade and Ruby Serpent. Is that the name in Chinese? This is so pretty. So I guess she looks like that. That's how she is in her card. So what's this extra? Oh, is there like a sword? Or it's like a branch she's on? So where does this go? So it's, I guess it goes like, the nudge is right there. There's a little nudge right here, if you can't really tell. And then this has a little nudge here. But I think this is supposed to go under her leg and on the other side. But, like, how? How do I stick it in? Okay, give me one more second to do this off screen and I'll be right back with you. After a little bit of finagling, carefully pushing it through, it does have a little nudge right there where it goes through. And the little nudge there where it sticks. Hopefully it's all the way in. I feel like it's loose, but it works. It's fine. Yeah, there she is. She's super cute with her serpent. And, you know, I don't think I've seen a dark-skinned Azura. She's always, like, light like the other one. So I think these ones almost feel, like, very much opposite in tone and color, which is pretty cool. I like it. They're adorable. And I really like her with this coloring too, where her eyes are closed. But her makeup still shows the two-tone eyes, in a way. Okay, so these are the 2 Azuras that I got. Let me show her card again. So this one, and then this one. So they just feel very opposite in colors and tones. Like I feel like day, naturey, and this is very night, mystically one. That's it for today. Here we have everyone that I opened up today. Sorry, hiding little crybaby back here. Let's put her here, and then you can see her a little bit better. Or maybe we'll put her here. Yeah. So that's everyone we opened up today. We've got some really cute ones. I think my mom is gonna like her, but we're gonna need to help her stay still in there because she easily falls off with any little banging movement. But yeah, and we've got our little Re-Ment coffee stand. We've got our newest Chaka. We have 2 new Azuras, and I do believe I have 2 other Azuras, so I'm happy to add them to collection. Mythical Sakura and my first Twinkle Twinkle. But like I was saying, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, I hope you consider liking and subscribing. I post figure content every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Usually it's a Nendoroid Collection video, but every now and then I'll do a blind box video just like this one, or some other kind of bonus video like my latest Roll Lives Super Creator build. But yeah, I also run a stationery shop, so if you like stationery, things like stickers, bookmarks, sticky notes, washi tapes, things like that, go ahead and check me out at asmallgeekychica.com. And I also run a YouTube channel to go along with that one, which is A Small Geeky Chica. It's very, very similar to this one, which is A Small Geeky Chica figures, but that's how you can tell them apart. If it's figures, it's obviously Nendoroids and blind boxes. If it doesn't have figures, then it's all my stationery stuff. But thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you next week. Bye bye!